Hello there, and welcome to my little hurricane season update. So, today we're going to be talking about the potentially very dangerous hurricane season, and the setup that's kind of creating that. So, let's just get right into it. So, you can see right off the bat, something really sticks out here. I'm going to get it black so I can see things better. So, yeah, you can see it really sticks out here, the very warm MDR. Sticks out like a sore thumb. So yeah, it's really warmed over the past few weeks. So this is Cyclonic Wex, a good website for just weather in general. You can see on here, warm MDR. That doesn't really tell the full story of what's happened over the past few weeks. So yeah, just going down. Of course, this is the La Nina anomalies, and you can see they've been generally headed downwards on a downward spiral. But yeah, so you can see in the east, so in the east part of the Atlantic, so in about this area up here, things have generally warmed up quite a bit over the past few weeks. They've gone from about 1 Celsius above normal to nearly over a half a degree Celsius above normal, because of a large westerly wind burst across, or westerly weaker than average trade winds across the main development region. This is even more pronounced on the OESST, which has brought the East Atlantic to nearly 1 degree Celsius above normal, which is almost unprecedented, especially in July. So yeah, that would be very rare. The Caribbean is also very above normal. You can see it's downturned a little, but for the most part, it's around 1 Celsius above normal too, which places the MDR right around 1 degree Celsius above normal, which is very warm compared to normal. So yeah, let's just take a look at 2 very active seasons. Our number 1, 2010. You can see our La Nina is a bit stronger and better defined. And again, you have that negative PDO up here too. And in the Atlantic, you have a large, kind of very warm MDR, similar to this year. But you can also see kind of a warmer subtropical region. And you also have a cool blob near the far North Atlantic, which I'm not really sure how that would affect the season, but it might not be positively. Yeah, so you can see right now. And then 2005. You can see you don't really have a La Nina or El Nino this year, more of an end zone neutral year. You have a very warm MDR, very similar to this year. And you have the warm Eastern Atlantic. You have your warm far North Atlantic. Yeah, so generally you have that. And yeah, so those are just a few examples of what we have. Another factor in the season, or at least in the early season, is our SAL, which is keeping a cap on things at the moment. So that's really what's keeping hurricane activity down, especially across the main development region. Well, okay, so this is not the best form of SAL tracking because it's not centered over the SAL, so it gets a bad angle on it, just like how African waves look stronger than they are on GOES 16, because GOES 16 has a fairly bad angle on it. But that'll be that. Yeah, I'll just show you the Mateo set. Scale. Good, another great website for giving you perspectives, for giving you more tropical weather information. Yeah, so you can see over here, you still have some SAL as it's dipping down into the MDR and kind of preventing much from forming. Generally, mid-level dry air. You can see it extends to about 15 north. We have a little thing down here. attempting to get going, but very far south. So I'm not really sure if that'll form, but it's a possibility. Just taking a look at a few outlooks from some of the major sources. So generally in here, there's predictions. You can see 19 named storm from CSU. 19, 9, and 4. University of Arizona, 17, 11, and 4. CSU, 29 and 4. 29 and 4. TSR, Tropical Storm Risk, 18, 8, and 4. And finally, the Weather Channel has 28 and 4, which would be a very active season. All those are very active predictions. So for the next few weeks, you can see in this tweet, we currently have a lot of sinking air over the Atlantic. And you have the very powerful African standing wave, which is causing above normal precip across the West African monsoon. So yeah, we're going to track that. And see, by week 2, it's grown outward. Watch it grow outward even more. You can see by week 3 and 4, it's really established its influence across the rising air regime has really established its influence across the MDR. And yeah, so that is about the time when things could start to heat up. 3 to 4 weeks from now. Well, actually, no. 2 to 3 weeks from now, things could really start to heat up as we get a standing wave over the Atlantic. Looking at a few seasonal models, the ECMWF and the UK Met Super Blend. You can see for August through October, you have a very powerful ITCZ and basically above average precip anomalies for the whole MDR. So yes, very wet MDR, especially in the western part of the basin, which is fairly concerning, very concerning signal for the rest of the season. So yes, this is definitely an area to watch as we get closer and further into the season. The West Atlantic could be an above normal risk, the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico, and even off the East Coast and into the Gulf Stream. So yeah, so right now on the curve of hurricane season, we're about right here, 5.6, 6.7, about that area. And that's going to continue. So yeah, we're just below climatology, which is about 6 ACE points. So yeah, so that's going to continue to climb. So things don't really start to get going till about late August. And then so by August 31st, things have only increased about 24 points. And by the end of September, basically that's when climatology kind of stops and it goes to about 83 A's. Usually we average around 105 A's by the end of the season. So yeah, the Atlantic is definitely not at its peak yet, and it won't be for another couple weeks, maybe 3 to 4, before it starts to really get going, and maybe 5 to 6 before all is said and done. We might have over 200 A's. So yeah, I want to thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more hurricane season updates. I'll see you next time.